What's up, guys? Deus Ex Machina here, bringing you week 4 of the NDL Pro division. Got a big win, 103-102 over NightWarrr. You can see on our side that our opponents actually scored 2 11v11 3-stars. But they came up completely empty at the 10v10 well, which was pretty huge for us. We didn't get any 11v11s this war on our side, but we got 3 10v10s, which is how we ended up getting the 1-star win. Obviously both sides cleared 9s. But yeah, it came up big 10v10. Really proud of our Town Hall 10 guys. That's been one of our strong points for a while now, is Town Hall 10s. So yeah, they carried us this war. Missed a couple of attacks this war. You can see we only had 77 attacks. Missed 2 Town Hall 11s and a Town Hall 10. So could have maybe extended our lead a little bit. We had really close Town Hall 11 attack. We had at 98%. In fact, I'm going to do something I wouldn't normally do, and I'm actually going to show that attack. Normally I wouldn't show a 2-star attack, but 98%. It's going to come in here from T-Mac, and you can see he's bringing a Queen Charge into Dragons. So just a really crazy attack here for Town Hall 11. I mean, I don't do much 11v11. I do have a max Town Hall 11 that I play on. It's in a casual clan, but I personally don't see Dragons being used very often at all with Town Hall 11 attacks. So this is pretty crazy. You're going to see how close he actually gets. The Queen's going to walk. She's going to go from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And she's going to survive the entire raid. And actually, once she gets down to about 6 o'clock, she's going to end up popping a ground skeleton spell. And that's going to be what saves this base from getting 3-starred. Because that ground skeleton spell you're going to see is going to distract the dragons just enough that all that's left is 2 really low hit point buildings. And if they would have got to them, they would have dropped really quickly. But yeah, he's going to bring the dragons in. He clones. He actually caught, I think he only got, he got 1 dragon and 4 balloons, and I'm not sure if that maybe changed something. Typically, I think normally you try to just clone 2 dragons, so maybe catching the balloons with that clone might have, I don't know if he planned for that, but still almost worked out. Came very close. There's an air skeleton popping, which distracted him a little bit. And now you're going to see that ground skeleton pop here in just a second, right there. And yeah, so that hung those dragons up just enough, and they didn't get to these last 2 buildings. But very nice try, T-Mac. 98%, 11v11 with dragons. So kicking off our Town Hall 10 attacks, we've got Gucci, and he's going to be bringing mass miners. Nothing but miners, 47 miners in his army camps. 7 more in the clan castle. I said in a video back during the CWL season that I really liked where miners were, because they weren't to the point where you could just spam in 47 miners plus CC miners, and 3-star. You actually had to cut funnels, and you had to kind of work with them, send in kill squads. Lately, it hasn't been like that, though. It seems like every week now we're seeing people just take nothing but miners and just heal them up and get them through the bases. Just suicide heroes on each side of the base to kind of funnel them. So the update's coming out next week that's going to maybe nerf miners a little bit. They're raising the housing space from 5 to 6. Doesn't sound like much, but remember when bowlers first came out and they were a housing space of 8 and nobody used them. They were the laughing stock of the game. They were like least used troop in the game, and they moved them down to 6, which seemed like a minor change at the time. And now look at bowlers. They're probably the most used troop in the game. Everything from Town Hall 8s and 9s use bowlers in the clan castle, and almost every attack they do anymore. So not sure how this change is going to affect it. Maybe we won't see these 47 miner attacks. Well, obviously we won't see 47 miners, so you can't fit that many, but maybe you actually will have to start taking some kill squads and stuff with them. So hopefully it doesn't completely kill the troop, though. That's what I just don't want to see. I hate anytime there's troops just not getting used. But anyway, next up we have Tobias coming. Tobias actually had a 10v10 6-pack, so we're going to watch both of his attacks. This is a Queen Walk or Queen Charge into Laloon. And yeah, pretty straightforward. He's going to end up picking up 3 air defenses with this Queen Charge. It's going to get hung up here on the Houndloon CC for a little bit, but eventually she gets through it, and now rages her up into these Inferno Tower, or into these air defenses. She will actually get up into an Inferno Tower, but now he's got a straight pass to the one Inferno, so you can just haste some balloons in on that one, and two hounds for the one air defense. And at this point, it's basically just keeping them up. Perfect skeleton spell there on the queen. I've seen a lot of people miss skeleton spells whenever they're, the base is this compartmentalized. The skeletons end up on the wrong side of the wall, and the queen just, they don't do anything at that point. So, very nice job to Tobias. Queen will beat her way through this last wall, and eventually it will go down. So, great job, Tobias. That is part 1 of his 6-pack. And I believe his second attack is up next. Yes, here it is, and it is a it's a suicide hero into Laloon. So bringing 2 Laloon attacks. Just one was a queen charge. This one's suicide heroes. But basically the same thing. Just trying to get as many air targeting defenses as you can with your heroes. I don't think he's going to get really into any of the air defenses, but the air defenses are pretty grouped up together on that bottom side. So once he'll send in the Laloon, then they'll move right through them. So here he starts off. He starts from the 12 to 3 o'clock side, and hounds start from 3 to 6 o'clock. Hasten them up, raging them up. And again, a very nice skeleton spell on the queen, perfectly placed. It does draw the golem over. This one had a golem in the CC to try to defend the 47 mass miners, but it will drag the golem over, which distracts some of the troops a little bit, but not that much. He still just wrecks this base. You can see how many pups and minions and stuff he has on. So great job to Tobias on the 6-pack. And Tobias is YOLO Swaggins, by the way, for those who don't know. So YOLO Swaggins is one of our Town Hall 9 War Generals as well. He does so much for the clan. But anyway, on to our only Town Hall 9 attack we're going to feature, just because it's such a unique attack here. It's the man, the myth, the legend, Johnny Sai. Obviously, he brought us the Johnny Sai attack, which is that Queen Walk into Valks and Mass Baby Dragons. This is kind of a little spin-off of that. He only brought 1 Baby Dragon for funneling. He is going to start with a Queen Walk and Suicide King to funnel the Valkyries, but he's bringing 16 Valkyries. So he's going to cut the funnel here, get them into the base. He also brought a skeleton spell. I think he meant to drop it kind of on the Queen, but he ended up using it for the Expo, to distract the Expo, which is a pretty good use of the skeleton spell, because then the Valkyries broke through on that middle center section, so they actually broke open 4 different compartments with 1 wall break. So very nice. And he brought miners in the CC. That's the other thing I meant to mention at the beginning of the attack. How often do you actually see miners in the CC, and especially paired with Valkyries? That's such a unique combination. I just thought I had to feature it. But very nice job to Johnny Sai. And that'll wrap up our victory this week. Next week we are scheduled to take on Kronos, but obviously that was a big one we've had circled since the schedule got released. Everybody wants a shot at the defending champs, but I'm hearing that the war is canceled. I don't know if they actually mean canceled or postponed. Surely they aren't forfeiting to us, I wouldn't think, unless something's really going on over in Kronos that I don't know about. But anyway, hopefully we can get that war in at some point, and I would love to do a recap on that one, so keep checking back here for that. In the meantime, as always, thanks for watching. Rate, subscribe, and comment, and I will catch you next time. Is there anything more fun and exciting than the CWL right now? Well, we don't think so. And if you have a Town Hall 9, 10, or 11 and would like to join us, apply now, and the next video may just feature one of your attacks.